Welcome to the LARP Dad Craft Corner. Today we're going to make this European 4-in-1 chainmail. To do that, I want to show you a brief video in which you can learn step by step how to make chainmail for your LARP characters or costumes. This won't take much of your time to learn and is lots of fun and rewarding. So settle in and let's get started. Step 1. Gather supplies. You will need the following to make European 4-in-1 mail for LARP. 2 pairs of pliers. I prefer needle nose, but really any 2 pairs of pliers will probably work. You may want to experiment to see which fits best in your hand and is the most comfortable for you to use. You're going to need a pile of rings. Today we're using 14 gauge galvanized steel and 1/2 inch inner diameter rings. And of course, the most important piece of equipment that you'll need is safety glasses. Always pay attention to safety here. When you close the rings, sometimes a little flake of metal comes off and you don't want to get any of that into your eyes. Step 2. We want to close 100 rings. Try to put them in stacks of 4, so you will have 25 stacks of 4 closed rings. To close a ring, you'll take your pliers with the ring inside and bend it until the ring is closed, and you can run your fingers along the edge and not feel any burrs or nicks. Make 100 of those and we'll move on to the next step. The next step is to open 100 rings. So what you do with that is you again place the ring in the pliers. If you're left-handed, you want the left side to be bent down. If you're right-handed, you want the right side to be bent down. This will help you immensely when putting together the chainmail. The next step is to make units. Units are 4 rings of closed rings on 1 open ring that you then close. Do that 24 more times until you have 25 total units. Now that you have 25 units, let me show you how to put units together into lines. You want to take 1 unit and lay it down flat on the table so it looks just like this, with the center ring facing one direction and the 2 outer rings facing the other direction. Repeat that 4 more times. So you have 5 units sitting next to each other. To join these, you want to take the right 2 rings and the left 2 rings of these 2 units and run your open ring through that. See how that lays? Then just close that ring. Do the same thing for the next one. I'll let you see where it connects here. Notice how it continues having all the center rings facing the same direction. Now you have 5 units joined together in a line. Take the rest of your 25 units that you already made, you should have 20 left, and make 4 more lines. Once you get your 4 other lines done, take 2 lines lay them right next to each other, making sure, again, that your center rings are all facing the same direction. And if you'll notice, these 4 rings right here, this one, this one, this one, and this one, already make a pattern of 4. You're going to want to take an open ring and thread that through that pattern of 4 so it sits just like that. Then close that ring. Then you just proceed 2 more rings down and run another open ring through those 4. Now just continue this process until you've done the entire line. Now that you have 2 lines together, you can start to see where it comes together to make a metal cloth. Combine your other 3 lines and then lay them out next to it and combine those with the 2 you just made. Again, always make sure your center rings are facing the same direction. Now you've completed a sheet of European 4-in-1. You can now use this pattern to build almost anything chainmail you can think of. Armor, headpieces, jewelry, belt favors, you name it. All you have to do is adjust the size of your rings and the measurements for your project. This has been the LARP Dad Craft Corner. Thanks again for watching my first mail video on the new account. I look forward to seeing you all again soon.